Good morning, my beautiful Barca babies. It is time to wake up and Barca on this beautiful weekend episode of Wake Up and Barca. We will be getting into Barcelona versus Getafe match preview. We'll go over lineups, we'll talk predictions, we'll get your thoughts, your opinions. I'll answer your questions heading into this match. We'll go over the rest of the Barcelona news circulating the Camp Nou. We'll have a little bit of caffeine as we wake up to this beautiful day. Like I said, got some bags under my eyes. My goodness. Had some late night pizza, and I'm too old for that nonsense. So I'm paying for it today. Feeling a little bit rough, but I'm glad to be here. Drop a like if you're enjoying the content. Show your love and support for the channel. Subscribe if you want to be part of the conversation as I struggle through this episode. With that out of the way, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
Starting off strong. My goodness. Too much fresh air before getting on. Excuse me. Let's get a little bit of water. My goodness. Just not prepared. Not prepared for today's episode. I should have blown my nose first before getting on camera. My hair is all dirty, so I had to put it up in a ponytail. But that's okay. That's okay, my friends. We've got... Nope, that's not what I meant. I just sent out another tweet. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. That's fine. 2 tweets. No big deal. Getafe, Barcelona. Barcelona traveling away for this one. Sitting in first place. Still 13 points up over Real Madrid. Getafe down in 15th with 30 points. They are not out of relegation danger. If you look at 19th and 18th, Valencia sitting on 27. They are within a grasp of Getafe. So we could do Valencia and American Yunus Musa a favor here with 3 points. We're going to go over lineup. We're going to go over predictions, all that good stuff. First, I'm going to turn to the chat and see who we got hanging out with us. I see a couple of stash mods in the chat already. Harry and Ayush, how you doing, sirs? I see we got Greg and Maxime in here as well. And of course, we've got TikTok going on. TikTokers, if you want the full experience, if you want all the bells and whistles, the full scene, swipe over, click the link in my bio. That'll get you over to the Undefeated Mustache John YouTube channel, where you will find all these lovely folks, the Stash Squad. How we doing, friends? Drop a like as we get into today's content. I'm glad to see you. Glad to have you in here. Let's see what we got here. I see we're already jumping into transfer rumors. We'll get into transfer rumors a little bit later on. And I see there's somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today saying no Messi, Xavi out, no Busquets. When will you open your eyes so that we can start winning trophies and especially the Champions League? What are we got knocked out back. Why are you upset about Champions League right now? We got knocked out months ago. We're wrapping up the end of a very successful year where we're about to win La Liga for the first time in how many years? Right? This is, listen, no Champions League, no Europa League, no Copa del Rey. Actually, I need to blow my nose. Everybody hang out for 1 second because I need to blow my nose. So just hang tight. Sit right there. Don't go anywhere. Why go through the whole episode sounding like this? Give me 1 second. Okay. That's much better. Any boogers? Am I looking good? Looking strong? Okay. Strongest nostrils on the internet, dude. Undefeated nostrils. No big deal. No big deal. I got undefeated nostrils. You can too. Not a big deal. Anyway. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Shout out to Urbana Coffee down the street here, a local Cincinnati company. Keeping me caffeinated. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, Greg, I should have put on some music. If I ever walk away like that again, which is rare, I think I've only walked off of a stream, I want to say less than 5 times in the 4 years that I've been doing this now. I want to say. Nima, how we doing, my friend? Welcome back. Anyway, good morning, Harry. Good morning, Ayush. Good morning, Greg and Nima. I think I said that already, but we're starting from the top. It might be a rough one, folks. It might be a rough one. What were we saying right before I walked off? Expectations, my friends. For anyone sitting here going, Barcelona, we didn't win Champions League this year. Oh, I can't believe we didn't win Copa del Rey. Oh, I'm so angry. Relax, dudes. We don't have it secured yet, but we're about to win La Liga for the first time in a number of years. We battled through a lot of injuries. We've settled on what we know is a solid starting 11. We know we got to get a little bit of rotation going to increase the depth, maybe bringing in some of these free transfers that we've been looking at. Okay? The job's not done. I know that. We're not where we want to be overall. I know that. But you gotta just trust the process, as they say. You don't recover from your greatest player and the greatest player in the world leaving during a financial crisis. You don't recover from that in a year, 2 years. It takes time. It's a lot of time. Xavi's doing amazing things. The boys in the back, Laporta, Alameni, doing amazing things. Come on now, friends. Let's give credit where credit is due. We may not be exactly where we want to be, but you got to appreciate where we are and the progress that has been made. You can't overlook that. Can't overlook it at all. Harry says, our right wing is the main issue. Dembele is coming back for Rayo. Pedri's coming back for Atleti. That's the injury news update. Appreciate that, Harry. I'm still waiting to see if we're going to have any Frankie de Jong. I know we were looking at potentially having him back for the next match. This is the latest I've seen. This is from Barca Senera. Plan is to have Frankie back for the Atletico Madrid match on April 23rd. That is next week. I hope that is the case. I believe he has returned to training. Not full contact, but he's there. Big boy doing big things. If we jump over, Xavi did just have his press conference. So we could jump over and see if there's any big talking points here. Usually this is for the journos. This is to get some headlines going. Gavi is a key player. I'll say words. He's outstanding. I think the future is here for, about the influence of Pep Guardiola. We depend on ourselves in the title race. Of course, it's in our hands. We need I think 7 more wins. Right? If we're up 13 points, that means Real Madrid would have to get 4 wins and a draw. That's 5 matches, actually, that they would need. Hang on. So if we're looking at it that way, if Real Madrid need 13 points, they would need at least 5 matches to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are now slated. We can still, despite the draw, we can still win it away to Espanyol. May 14th. That is title day, my friends. May 14th, title day for Barcelona. Let's see what Xavi says about Getafe here. He says Getafe is a very aggressive team. They have scored many points in their field. They are a direct team and they do things very well. I foresee a rival and a very difficult match. I think something a little bit lost in the translation there, perhaps. But you can see Xavi not overlooking this one. Not overlooking this one at all. Direct and aggressive side. Yeah. Anything else? We'll save this one for later. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll do that after lineups, perhaps, folks. We're going to get into a starting 11. We're going to get into predictions. Harry's saying winning it at Espanyol would be amazing. If we're not going to win it at the Camp Nou, I'll say winning it away at Espanyol would be my third pick. At the Bernabeu, of course, would be number 2. Nima says, I personally would negotiate for a lower amount of minutes than what his agent requests. Would want Xavi to deal with a minute demand. Or who are we talking about here? What player are we discussing? Lendrith, hello. Welcome to the party. Again, those of you watching on TikTok, swipe on over. Click the link in the bio. That'll get you over to YouTube, where you can find the lovely Stash Squad waiting for you here. Greg says, Getafe, always a close one. You were discussing Abde. That makes sense. Okay. Actually, before we get into the starting 11, there are some fun facts to share with you. Getafe have won just 8.6 of their games against Barcelona in La Liga. Their lowest win percentage against a single opponent in top flight. Let's go. Barca taking them to town. Barcelona have failed to win and score in their last 2 visits to Getafe. Well, that's contradicting. In La Liga, they've never gone 3 consecutive games on the road without winning against them in the competition. Okay, so we struggle a little bit away to Getafe, which is what we're looking at. And we don't want to stumble right now, folks. This is not the place where we want to be stumbling. This is where we want to secure points. We want to maintain our lead. We want to inch our way closer and closer to lifting that trophy away to Espanyol. Third point here, Barcelona have lost 7 of their last 10 visits to Madrid. To Madrid teams. Yeah. After losing just 1 of the previous 21 on the road against them. All right, sharpen that up. Number 4, Getafe have not lost any of their last 4 home games in La Liga. Why are all these now pointing so negatively against Barcelona? I don't like this. I don't like how this is shaping up. The last time they won 4 consecutive games at home in a competition was February of 2022. Barcelona have won 12 of their 14 away games in La Liga this season. This is the first time that the Azulgranas have failed to draw away from home after their first 14 matches in a single season in top flight. So there's your fun facts. So we get a new subscriber, Gerald Velasquez. Welcome to the community, my friend. Give yourself a little shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. And Stash Squad, please do welcome our new member to the community. Cheers to you, my friend. Whew, that's nice. And again, if you're watching live or if you're watching on replay, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Participate in the chat. Leave your comments down below. Ask questions. Share your thoughts. This is about building the community. We support the badge. We support each other on this channel, the ups and the downs. We've experienced them over the last 4 years. Can't believe we are wrapping up our 4th year. Yeah, we did 19, right? Yes, we did 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23. This is wrapping up our 4th year. My goodness. Towards the end here, we're going to revisit. I did a video at the beginning making some predictions about Barcelona's season, individual players as well as team. We're going to go back and see how I did. I don't think I did very well. We're going to go back and look. We'll get into summer transfers. We'll talk about what changes I need to make, because this year was not, we're going to get into lineup and predictions here in just one moment. But this year was not the year I thought it was going to be. It just wasn't. Never got the Discord off the ground. I never even updated my thumbnail from last year's kit for Wake Up in Barca. That's the kind of year it's been. So I'm happy that I've maintained, at least. I'm happy that we've had the growth that we've had, all the new faces that we have joined in the Stash Squad. I'm happy about that. Happy to see where this community is. I'm hoping in the 5th year that we turn towards a little bit more progress again, that we get back to getting the reaction videos out, that we update the things that need updating, right? That we include some of the new, I don't even know what word I want to use. I see Irish talking about Discord. I was going to say like the new tools, but that's not the right word. But the new stuff that people want. Anyway, I digress, my friends. Let's talk Xavi's lineup taking on Getafe. First of all, no Pedri, no Dembele, no Christensen, no Frankie de Jong. The squad's not out yet, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be available. If he is put in the squad, he won't be played. He won't be played. We're saving him for Atletico, which I believe is the first time you're actually going to see Frankie. So, let's talk Xavi's starting 11, beginning with the trusty Ter Stegen in the back. You know him. You love him. New hair, new attitude, on the road to the clean sheet record for a single season in Europe. That's what Ter Stegen is up for. He's going to have Balde on his left. He's going to have Koundé on his right. He's going to have Garcia and Araujo in the middle. We've been playing around with Garcia playing in a defensive pivot role. I like it, but let's keep him at center back one way or another. Either it's experience that will lend to a better Eric Garcia, and we'll see what he does over summer in terms of if he stays, if he gets more playing time, or it's a tryout, it's a showcase for Eric Garcia to maybe be looking elsewhere, especially since we are bringing in Inigo Martinez from Atletico Bilbao. Anyway, I digress. That's your back four. Balde, Garcia, Araujo, Koundé. In front, El Capitan, Busquets, Gavi. It's Kessié. I'm hoping it's not Roberto, okay? I love you, Roberto, but just be a cheerleader. Be the best cheerleader. And here's the thing. That's disrespectful for me to say. I shouldn't have even said that. He does show up. Roberto does show up at times, but he does just enough to hang on. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not a Roberto hater. I am a Roberto lover. I'll go Kessié over Roberto. Anyway, I digress. Lewandowski needs to find the back of the net. He'll be starting against Getafe tomorrow. Needs to get on the goal sheet. We've got Ansu. We've got Raphinha. You know them. You love them. These are our go-to players with Dembele out, with the midfield the way it is, and Gavi having to drop back into that midfield three. This is what we're looking at, folks. Chance for Ansu. There's a lot of transfer rumors speculating and swirling around this young man. We'll see how he responds. We'll see how he answers. I think he gets the start. We'll talk predictions in a moment. We'll have Roberto, Alonso, Alba, Ferran Torres, Pablo Torre, as well as some other Barca Athletic players on the bench. Not a lot of depth, my friends. Not a lot of depth. I've heard a lot of complaints about Xavi's decisions. I've heard a lot of complaints about the players' form. And I've made some of those complaints, okay? Some of those have come out of my mouth. But most of the time, you gotta have a realistic mindset. You gotta have a realistic view here. We're lacking the depth. The injuries really hurting us right now. But I think we got enough to take care of Getafe. I really do. I think if you look at our starting 11, you look at the bench, you say, not great, but it's good enough. We're going to get the job done. I'm going to say Barcelona will struggle a bit, and I'm going to say 1-0. 1-0 to Barcelona, goal from Lewandowski. Lock it in. Easy peasy. It's not a wild one. This is not it's going to be Barcelona 5-0, and here's all the goals. I've done that once. I've done it before. One goal, a potentially not so exciting match against Getafe. Lewandowski gets the goal. Lock it in. 3 points for Barca away from home. And we move on to Atletico Madrid the following week. Let me know your thoughts, my friends. What do you think about the starting 11? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Let's get in Xavi's head. Let's discuss it. And then let's discuss predictions as well. Let me know your thoughts down in the chat. Again, subscribe to the channel if you want to be part of the conversation. Drop a like if you're enjoying the content. What do you think, my friends? I'll turn to the chat, see what you're thinking and feeling. Why does my microphone feel so weird right now? Oh, that's because I was wearing it. Yeah, wearing it. I'm not wearing a microphone, dum-dum. It's because I've been keeping it lower so y'all can see messy. That's why. I was like, why does this feel so weird? It's because it was up too high. Anyway. Saint Ashby Moon, I see y'all. Ashby Moon says, John, what website or app do you use for that pitch and players? If you're talking about this, this is just a video editing software called Camtasia. So I am using this for unintended purposes. But yeah, this is just a video editing software, and these are all images that I got off of Barcelona's website. So looking good, feeling good. Appreciate the question though. Saint says 40 million for Ansu makes me want to cry. Yeah, there were times when people were talking 200 million for Ansu, but those expectations and that value have really come down. Really come down. Harry says Roberto shouldn't have gotten his contract renewed. I love what he did in 2017, but he really turns up for us annoyingly. But he rarely turns up for us annoyingly. I hear you on that. He has gotten some big goals outside of the La Romantada. But I hear you. Not enough. Not enough if you're a Barcelona fan. I hear you on that. Saint says, give Lewandowski a rest. Harry coming back says we don't really have a number 9 outside of Lewandowski. Both good points. It would be nice to rest Lewandowski. He's had a long season. At the same time, you could play Ferran, I guess. I guess you could play Ferran Torres at striker if you wanted to. I'd rather see us go with a full squad. We don't have any. Oh, do we? No, we don't. We don't have any midweek action. That's next week. We have Atletico, Rayo, and then I don't remember off the top of my head, but I forget. Atletico, Rayo, and then Betis. Betis. Barcelona doing what they need to do. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches to win. 6 wins. Let me put the crown on our head. 6 wins, and we're Los Campeones. 6 wins, and we get that monkey off our back. We get that chip off our shoulder. Xavi's first La Liga trophy as manager. It's just 6 wins away, my friends. So I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. Again, let me know your predictions. Let me know what you think about the lineup. You're saying 2-0, Lewandowski and Kessié getting the goals. I love it. Harry says 2-1 to Barcelona, Raphinha and Ferran off the bench. Okay. P-Boy, how we doing? Says, why are we keeping Boosie? There is no top team with a 35-year-old defensive mid. True, but there's no other team with Boosie. I want Boosie to stick around but play a rotational role a la Iniesta in his last couple of years. Not a regular starter, not even playing in the starting 11 in the big matches. Rotational player, there to offer guidance, offer support for some of these youngsters. That's the role that Boosie can play. I don't think he's going to be the go-to starter come next season, but I'd like him to be around. I would like him to be here. Absolutely. Speaking of who will and won't be here, Barca Buzz just sharing out here, Dembele. Details of negotiations to extend Dembele's contract beyond 2024 have not taken place yet because Barcelona are aware that his priority is to stay. So there is no rush. Xavi considers him essential for the present and future. I've said this before. I will say it again. Barcelona will do anything to avoid a repeat of the Dembele saga, where I had to have Dembele cam, where it sucks all the color off the screen. Contract negotiations. Gonna have 1 year left once this year concludes. He'll have 1 year on his contract. There's no way we're letting Dembele go for free. There's no way we're going through another year of dragging his feet, of wanting more money, of will he, won't he, of should we bench him, should we play him. It's not going to happen. Extension this summer, or he's out. Those are the two options. You extend this summer for a reasonable salary, or you're out. Those are the two options. You're not even coming in to summer camp. You're not returning from break without signing a new contract. I refuse. It won't happen. We're not starting this season without Dembele. Or, excuse me, we're not starting the season with Dembele on a 1 year contract. Won't happen. Won't happen. Anyway, my friends. Short and sweet for this one. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I just didn't. Like I said, you can see the bags under my eyes. So, even though I'm halfway through my coffee, I'm probably going to stop and just go back to sleep. I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to have a nice relaxing day with the family. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Again, we are on the back end of this season, the final about quarter here. We got less than 10 matches left. No, 10 matches left exactly, actually. Excuse me. 10 matches left exactly. So come and hang out tomorrow, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Again, swipe over, click the link in my bio if you want the full experience. We'll have the scoreboard, we'll have the lineup, all the bells and whistles will be there for you. Plus, you get to hang out the Stash Squad. So swipe, click the link in my profile, Stash Squad. Drop a like before you head out of here. I appreciate you hanging out. If you are watching on replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Let me know what you think about the starting 11, lineup, predictions, all that good stuff. And I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Barcelona, visiting Getafe. Live watch along. Burps and all. We'll be here, my friends. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, make sure you have a wonderful day. High fives and hugs for whoever wants them. I love you all very much. I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.